This is a Lil Ill exclusive.
I feel like in life, we all have a purpose. And it's not just a purpose that you'll be able to easily uncover, but a purpose that an individual will have to dig deep for and bring to the light. God granted us all with talents and wisdom, and it takes a devoted person to not only bring that purpose to the light, but also to pursue it and make something of it. And if you have it in your heart to reach for the stars and go beyond yourself to bring life to that purpose, then you can accomplish anything you want. Music is my life, and not just something I picked up. It's my purpose, and no matter what anyone does or has to say, I will bring that purpose to life. All it takes is a little hard work and dedication, and with that, I will build a legacy. Because this is my purpose. So who am I? My name is Henry Rush. I go by the name of Lil Ill. I got that name, Lil Ill. I got that name a long time ago. I'd say about, I don't know if it was the 6th or the 7th grade. It was probably the 7th grade. But I had a homie named D-Trey, and we used to dance. And, you know, that was back when people used to get buck and all that stuff. And I don't know, I wasn't the best dancer, but I was pretty tight. And I used to have real good kill-off moves, I guess. And people just started calling me ill. Or not really calling me ill, but saying, you know, that I had ill moves. And one day, you know, me and D-Trey's talking after school. And this is at Double A Hill Middle School, by the way, too. And he says, I'm trying to see how he quoted it, but he said something like, I should call you Lil Ill or some shit like that. And I don't know, we laughed at first when he first started telling me about it, and the next thing you know, here I am today, and everybody calls me Ill. I didn't too much drop the Lil at the beginning, but now, you know, I'm older. I'm 22 now. I'll be 23 in August. Leos. But yeah, I kind of dropped the Lil and just started going with Ill. And that's how I got that name. But that's who I am. I'm Henry Rush, aka Lil Ill.
Hey, everybody make some motherfucking on me. It's your boy Lil Ill. I don't know if y'all ever know she wants that. She wants that. She wants that. She wants that. I love when she do that right there. I said, baby, do you want me? And she like, yeah. I'm on my game with little mama. She know what I'm from. She want me to deal with it. I see you looking and I know that you ain't taking, so baby, come on and chill with me. If you trying to get it poppin', I think I'm your guy. Cause you ready with the function and I'll be there in 5. Rubbing on the thigh, get you quickly inside. Yeah, I'll be beating up, then I'm back on my ride. Baby, I ain't fucking when I gon' tell you she love it. I make her feel it seductive. She say my body muscles is okay. You like that?
I've been doing music for a long time now. For a long time. Back since, like, I'd say about 4. I wasn't in the studio at 4. I wasn't, you know, making beats at 4 and stuff like that, but I was into it. I would see my dad and my Uncle Ronnie making music all the time, and I kind of picked it up. And what really caught me into getting the rhythm for it, because I know you have to build a rhythm. Like, you can't just go and rap and say some shit, you know, and put it on the beat. You have to go with the beat. And when you rap, your bars and your words have to be on beat. If you're just rapping and you're sitting on a beat, then it could sound like you're just talking, you know. Nobody wants to hear anybody that's just talking. That's what poetry is for. Which music originated from poetry, but that's where the rhythm comes into play. So I kind of built my rhythm off of listening to a lot of the stuff that I listened to in the 90s. And Coolio, Gangsta Paradise. That was one of the songs that got me on. I remember after preschool, mom and dad would come pick me up, me and my brother Devin, and every day they'd play Gangsta Paradise by Coolio. As soon as we get in the house, I'd bug my dad, bump that on the stereo real quick. Or play that, I don't know how I said it. That's a long ass time ago. But, yeah, that was one of the songs. And I pretty much learned the whole song by heart, even though I was too young to know any of the lyrics to it. But that's where my rhythm came from. Just pretty much that, reciting that, and listening to a lot of the other songs. And, At first we wasn't allowed in the buildings, now we on the rooftops.
Yeah.
I think you might have to focus. Yep, your boy Lil Ill, Los Angeles, California. So sick, BMP. Major James music video shoot. Salute, bam. About to go down. Directing, filming, your boys is in the building. I'm fucking up on my speech right now, but I'm scared. We on the motherfucking building, I'm scared. Heights, nigga, I'm scared. Motherfucker heights. That's why I'm trying to tell these niggas if we can hurry up and get the fuck up out of here.
Get the fuck up out of here, but we is in Los Angeles, California.
Why y'all gonna leave me in the back? We're walking down this long ass hallway. We're scoping around in downtown LA for a spot for a music video. It's like some New York shit. Yeah. New York building type shit. This is like one of them buildings on that movie Trespass. We got to find some dead bodies and shit. Yeah. Alright, rolling.
Popping in my crib, pockets full of chips, cup full of Hennessy. This blunt got me red with a bad chick. Hands on, she feeling me. Shot it on the head, West Coast to salute. You know, West Coast. DJ3 with the KIB, GFE till I get out. One of the reasons I can't agree is I'ma do this music to the death of me. He ain't straight, don't hang, perpetrate, jaws will break. Matter of fact, these niggas snakes, and that's probably the reason why they ain't. Step in the club, put your hands up, but do you rap? So sick, BNB, that's the proof that we can get it turned all around like a loose snack. So if you get it, let's get down with the function. Shorty says she wanna get down like a munchkin. Turn around, you get it sound, get it jump, get it style, cause that booty so real. Music today is not, it's not how it was. It's not how it was. It sure isn't how it was when I was growing up. Back when I was growing up, you're hearing stuff about house parties and you're hearing about, oh, I love this girl, or the girl talking about, oh, I love this guy, and dance songs and stuff like that, And nowadays you got, oh, I'm chilling at the trap, bitch this, bitch that, I'll blast you, shit like that, fucking
talking about pussy, ass, all that shit, it's vulgar, you know? Sending the wrong message. It's like nowadays people just take music and they're like, well, I'm gonna just put anything to this beat. That's how they do it. That's what I think. It's like, where do you guys come up with the ideas for your songs? Like, what makes... Were you just sitting on a couch one day and like... oh, I like pussy. And then just make a whole song about liking... Like, what the hell? Like, me, my songs, my lyrics, everything I write, everything I come up with, it comes from somewhere. It comes from something. It's not just a random thought. It's like, if I'm going through something and I need to vent or something, there goes an inspirational song. If I'm going through stuff with a girl, you know, there goes a love song or a breakup song. Or if I'm feeling like partying, there goes a party song, you know? It's stuff that I do. It's not just random shit, you know? Everybody says, what were you thinking when she likes my swag? She likes my swag. It had a lot of meaning to it. Believe it or not, it had a lot of meaning to it. The video also, everybody's like, oh, why were you dressed like a bum in your video? Your first video. Here's where you gotta open your mind and think outside the box. If he's talking about she likes my swag, but he's dressed like a bum, and you see what he's doing to help the girl, and you see how he is, how he's a kind person to the girl that drops her books, you see that maybe it's more than just the swag, but it's more, you know, how should I say, it's more, she likes how I am, she likes my personality, she likes who I am, she likes me, you know, and that's what that means. That's like me in the bum outfit. That signifies my rock bottom. That signifies me at nothing. And for her to like my swag with me at nothing is a big plus, you know? So that's like, it's a deeper meaning. You just gotta look at it. And if you can't look at it, you can't grasp it, or you don't notice it, ask, you know? Don't just question it and be like, oh, this video is stupid because of this. Because 9 times out of 10, when a person comes up with a weird video or something that makes you question why they made it or why they did it like that, there's a reason behind it. And 9 times out of 10, it's because it has a certain meaning that the artist or the director wants to give to the audience, or give to the watchers, the viewers.
Y'all know this motherfucking song. I want y'all to sing along with me. Come on. I met you last night, baby. Y'all ain't loud enough. Come on, sing it with me. Come on, let's go. I had respect for your lady, but now I take it all back. 'Cause you gave me all your pussy. All right, y'all ready? And you even let my balls. I do it again. Come on, keep on going. Your number on the candy, and I promise, baby. Hey, here we go. Ready? Come on. What? Next time I'm feeling kinda lonely, you can come on over.
I grew up in the 90s. I guess for some people they would say that was a hard time. But as a kid it wasn't really a hard time. The 90s, I would say, was some of the best times that I can actually remember. Other than just being a kid, you know. But we had everything in the 90s. All the kids had it made in the 90s. We had from the TV shows that we watched, from the music that we listened to, everything. It was just different than how it is now. And it seemed like it had more meaning, and I don't know, but it seemed like it was a good time. But that's when I grew up in the 90s, back, you know, when people were bumping Biggie, Tupac, Michael Jackson, Heavy D, you know, artists like that. And that's when I really started, like, you know, listening to music and catching an ear and trying to figure out what styles I liked and what I liked. I listened to Snoop Dogg, you know. Snoop Dogg was one of my idols, along with Tupac. And I know everybody says, oh, Tupac's my idol. But no, like, it was different because even though I didn't know about the lyrics back then and I didn't know how things were formatted back then, I knew kind of what he was trying to get across, and the beats and the way he would flow, it just goes, and it's like, damn, you know, when I get older, I want to be something like him. And that's like, yeah. But I listened to a lot of music in the 90s. The 90s was a good time. I was born in 1990, so I had like the whole time, that whole 10 years to really live it. So I guess you could say I'm a true 90s baby, even though I probably don't remember anything from 1 until like, you know, like 2 or something like that. Or the time I was born until about 2, when I really started remembering things. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Lil Ill. Me in the studio right now with my boy Lego.
What's up, guys?
About to lay down a banger right now. I don't know if y'all know, but So Sick Production, you know, me in the studio. Everything that come out this motherfucker is a banger, so, you know.
Yeah, you know,
watch out. Shit, let my boy talk, let my nigga like Lego talk to y'all for a minute while I get this shit set up.
Song from my girl. It's a little small. Okay, bullshit. So, fucking around, I guess, you know. I guess we're doing it just to do it. Like I said, I'm glad, looking forward to doing it. Just get down on it. See what's up. Yo, Lego. We got the family and stuff too now. Ready to do this.
My nigga Lego wanted me to make sure I let everybody know this. But I am probably one of the only niggas that y'all know who wear their slippers like this. Y'all know.
No.
Well, shit, I don't know, but nigga. Nah, nigga.
Nah,
Backwards.
left to right and right to left.
This shit feel good, my nigga. I don't know why. It feel good on your feet. It's better than them Skechers shape ups. You wear them like this, you know. I don't know what might happen. Yeah, forgot to say that. Shout out to my boy Half Dead for supplying the bowl for this one, so nigga can get right before he get right. Yo.
I got you, baby, all the way to the end. You're more more than just my lady. You are my best friend. I be there when you need me. You know I always show up. Can't be without you, girl. My life would be so toe up, so forward. This for us. We'll let them haters hate. They just mad cause they don't know us. I leak my feelings through this pen cause I am so in love with you. And I'm gonna love you to the end, and that's real. Alright, I'm gonna run. After I'm done rapping though, let it play just like a tiny bit,
Yeah,
so that way it makes sure
easier.
it gets that last in. Cause sometimes they have a little delay. But mute that and then arm the next one.
Alright, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Alright, here we go.
You know I got you, baby, all the way to the end. You're more than just my lady. You are my best friend. I'll be there when you need me. You know I always show up. Can't be without you, girl. My life would be so toe up, so far up. This for us. We'll let them haters hate. They just mad cause they don't know us. I leak my feelings through this pen cause I am so in love with you. And I'm gonna love you to the end, and that's real. I like that one.
Let me try to record it, see?
Alright, but this part right here, do that toe up right at the pause, like forward. It's forward.
It's forward.
We'll let them haters hate. They just mad cause they don't know us.
Know us.
And then drag it in. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. You know I got you, baby, all the way to the end. You're more than just my lady. You are my best friend. I'll be there when you need me. You know I always show up. Can't be without you, girl. My life will be so toe up, so forward. This forward. We'll let them haters hate. They just mad cause they don't know us. I leave my feelings through this pen cause I am so in love with you. And I'm gonna love you to the end, and that's real.
Nah.
You know I got you, baby, all the way to the end. You're more than just my lady. You are my best friend. I'll be there when you need me. You know I always show up. Can't be without you, girl. My life will be so toe up, so quo up. Hey, I love how you did that toe up part, my nigga. It was like toe up and like in your face, like.
I like that.
You know I got you, baby, all the way to the end. You're more than just my lady. You are my best friend. I'll be there when you need me. You know I always show up. Can't be without you, girl. My life will be so toe up, so pull up. This for us. We'll let them haters hate. They just mad cause they don't know us. I leak my feelings through this pen cause I am so in love with you. And I'm gonna love you to the end, and that's real.
And back when I was younger, my dad used to be into music. My Uncle Ronnie used to be into music. And they were, you know, the two main guys that were around me besides like my cousins and my other uncles. But more than music, they were dancers. And that's where I got my little dancing from too, was from them. But I guess you could say it all mixes because with dancing you have to have music, right? So I guess, you know, when I used to see them dance, I used to hear the music. And that's what I grew a love for. I was probably about 3 or 4 years old when, for Christmas, my mom and my dad got me this little, it was like a, I'd say like a karaoke machine, but like a karaoke machine for kids. And you could play like a little tape in it. It had the green play button, the red stop button, the yellow fast forward, and it had a little mic attached to it too. And I remember I used to walk around with my little mic, my little radio, and be thinking I'm rapping all throughout the house. And even though I didn't know too much back then, and I didn't know like much about a purpose in life, I knew I loved music. I knew I loved it. And I guess that's where it started to grow from there. Because from that, it went to a keyboard that has little beats on it, making little raps to the beats that was on the keyboard already, to, you know, getting the software on my laptop and recording from my laptop, to, you know, making my own videos and stuff like that. And it's crazy. Like, that's why they say, or that's why I say, everybody says it, but chase your purpose. If you find your purpose in life, don't just brush it to the side. If you find something that you love, don't just brush it to the side. Keep doing it, keep pursuing it, because chances are you'll do big things. And you have to have faith, and you have to have that will to want to push and be something and make something of what your purpose is, or what you're trying to do. Me with music, I love music to death. I wouldn't give it up. I wouldn't say I wouldn't give it up for anything, but as of right now, I don't see myself giving it up.
She's so amazing. Light it up one time, yeah, you know we playing it. Yeah. From AM to PM, Monday through Friday, most days on the weekend. 365 every time I'm chiefin' every day. You can just for every ring, my peace I just wanna smoke. I just wanna smoke my weed and get high and get higher. I just wanna smoke. I just wanna smoke my weed. I'm just trying to get high and get high and get higher. Look up in the sky and see Mary and I on cloud nine, getting high with a bottle of wine. We've been married for a couple years now. She got the kind of cute that you wanna give now. Tell me that hair right, she take my hair right. She give me lightheaded, like headlights. Her main trying to back, keep it nigga fair right. And if the bed high too, don't let the bed bite. I just wanna smoke my weed and get high.
The whole point of this film is not to sit and try to make myself look good, but it's to inspire. And that's the point I want to get across. That's the message I want to get across. If I can inspire the majority of the people who do music that watch this video, then I can go to bed at night with a smile. I can wake up with a smile, knowing that I did something good. I did something to inspire somebody to find their purpose, and to not find, but chase their dreams. You know, like I said, music is a big part of my life. I take it seriously. And anybody who has that same love for music that I do, man, we can make wonders, you feel me? It's like, I work as hard as I can. I do everything that I can to make shit happen. Not just for me, but for the people that's around me. And you know, there might be some people out there that look at it like, oh, he's just doing it for him. But in order to put everybody else on, you gotta put yourself on. You have to make shit happen yourself. Nobody's gonna help you. You gotta do it yourself. And that's what I try to do. And if I can inspire you guys to do the same thing, then man, there'd be a lot, and I'm talking about a lot of people doing it big in our city. There's so much talent out there, man. There's so much talent. And all it takes is that hard work and dedication. Put your mind to the test and reach out as far as you can and try to reach your goals. Reach what you're trying to do. Don't just wait for things to come to you. You can't wait for things to come to you. You gotta get out there and do it. And though I'm not the biggest person in the world, and I'm not known, I'm not the most known, you know, I still get on my feet, and not only physically, but mentally, and I work my ass off. I do what I can to make shit happen. So remember, if you got a purpose, and not just a purpose, but if you have a goal, if you have anything that you want to accomplish, take the time to strive for it, because you will come out victorious. And I'm not saying this to make you feel good. I'm not saying this to make anybody feel good, but you will. And that feeling that you get when you do make it is gonna be the greatest feeling in the world. Believe that.
I gotta get it, ayy. I gotta get it, ayy. I gotta get it, ayy. I gotta get it. That's all that's on my mind constantly, every day. I think about it all the time. Working hard, never slacking. Gotta focus on my grind, cause if I don't, how the hell do I expect I'm gon' shine? I don't care for the groupies, I ain't worried about the fame. I'm just bleeding true emotions, let the world hear my pain. Got all kind of people telling me that I've changed, but from birth to this day, I promise I've been the same. And that's how I will remain to the day of my death. I'm just hungry for success and won't settle for nothing less. It's like every day is a test, absorbing all of this stress and letting it all nest by keeping it in my chest. I'm just trying to be the best, cause I don't wanna be the worst. That's why I'm sitting here spitting all my feelings through this verse. I thank God every day that I ain't left up in a hearse. I'd rather see my people proud, cause I just hate to see them hurt. I gotta get it, ayy. Can't stop me. Bet you I'ma get it high. This goes out to all my people struggling, staying out of trouble, and the ones who's out bubbling, the ones who stay humble, though it feels as life's crumbling. Arms to the sky and remember the Lord's covenant. He's never leaving as long as you believe in Him, and never deceiving anything you achieve. Seeking you shall receive, and remember, never lose faith just cause the devil got some tricks up his sleeve. Yeah, I know that life's a trip, but try to shake it. Hard work and dedication is the only key to make it. No mistaking, through all the struggles that you face in, focus on your goals, and once you make it, you'll embrace it. Never stop the chasing, just believe you can. So once I make it to the top, they won't forget about who I am. I'm just trying to be the man with a master plan. Wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for my fans. That's why I gotta get this. I gotta get it, ayy. Can't stop.